I'm Joerg Boeke from BI Analyst, and today I'd like to introduce you to a new way to use Excel to connect to SAP Business Warehouse data. Most of you will be familiar by using BEX, Business Explorer, a software component delivered by SAP. Today I'd like to introduce you to a nearly unknown way to connect to your existing SAP BW by just using pure Excel technology. The prerequisites to use this option is on your existing client where you like to use this functionality, the proper SAP GUI and BW add-on has to be installed. That means you should be capable to execute BEX, what we will not use today. The only thing you have to do, click on your data information. This is available. I'm using Office 2007 today. This is available with all other Excel releases, and it works even with Office 2010. Select from other data sources. Select data connection wizard, because this will be used by us to connect to a different data source. Use other advanced and proceed by clicking the next button. As you can see here, I have a lot of OLE-DB provider, and the very last entry in my case is called SAP-BW OLE-DB provider, which will be installed with your actual SAP GUI and BW add-on. Proceed with next. Now the system will prompt you to enter a BW system. Location is the same, Brisbane. Make sure that this is the valid name for your BW system you like to access, for example your production or QM or development system, or directly type in the IP address. I will use my user, which is the BW user. So authorization is not a matter, because whatever connection we will use against SAP BW will use our existing BW user. So you will not be able to see more data than you are allowed. Our user will not see more data than they are allowed. Type in your password. You may test your connection or just proceed by clicking OK. Now the system will prompt you, and you see your logon, your user credentials are already on display. I do not recommend to store your credentials within this connection file, because you can share this connection within your office user colleagues, within your company colleagues, and if your password will be part of this shareable connection, it's not recommended, because this kind of security breach. Click on OK. Now the system will connect and will display all available queries in your BW system. Queries will only show up if in advanced options you check the little checkbox Make Available for External Systems. This can be found in the query properties of your query designer. Otherwise, you will not see the query on display here. I will choose to see my top 5 products. My query displaying top 5 products. Select your query. Proceed with next button. I can use a user-friendly name here, top 5 products, and proceed by using the finish button. Now the system will ask me where to insert the pivot table. I say, okay, I like to see a pivot table. You could choose between pivot table and chart, or only use a connection. I will use in my little example both chart and pivot table report at this specific position. Now the system will additionally prompt for grabbing the data. So just provide your user credentials again. And now the system will access data provided by your existing BW query, and you see all available functionality of a pivot chart within your Excel functionality. So I can say I like to see my sales volume, and I like to separate sales volume by the industry sector and put industry to my axis. And as you can see, I do have, and let me move this over here, I do have my industry sectors and I have my sales volume directly on display. Now I need to format my data, and as you can see here, I can choose whatever I like by using Excel functionality. I can say I like to see only building, electronics, and, for example, manufacturing information. And now the system will only display this filter selection. Important here to mention is you're not connecting to a static pivot table within Excel like you are familiar by using regular Excel pivoting functionality. You're directly connected to SAP BW. So when I turn off my filter or enhance my filter by selecting more than the previously selected filter criteria, I properly access my existing BW system. That means it's an OLE-DB approach you are doing here. A live connection of Excel against your BW functionality. So what you can do additionally is whatever you like design, whatever you like to format within Excel. If you like this kind of shiny three-dimensional bars or whatever, or if you like to change the outcome of your pivoting chart, the type of chart, the formatting of your table, like you like to see something like the color bars in here, do what you like. Everything now is directly connected to your system, to your BW system, enhanced just by using the drag and drop functionality. And as you can see, whatever I do here, like adding something or removing something, will have a direct impact to my Excel functionality. Thank you for your audience.